I've been on both sides. I've been on the side where I created a digital product and did not make any money from it. I was watching YouTube videos, TikTok videos, just trying to figure it all out by myself. And still, after 3 years, did not make any money. And I've also am on the side of finally figuring out what it takes to make money with digital products, digital marketing, and from my phone. And that's what this video is going to be about. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Trey. And on this channel, we talk about all things how to get to your first sale, how to get to multiple sales in the online space, what it actually takes to sell digital products, because so many people are leaving a lot of the information out. It took me almost 4 years, about three and a half years. I used to say 4 years, but then when I calculated, I was like, okay, well, it was only about three and a half. If you're willing to wait three and a half years to make money online, keep trying to watch all of the YouTube videos, piecing them together, coming up with your own strategy based on all the videos that you watch. But if you are trying to actually get to the place where you are making your first sale for real and not just doing research, if you are trying to get to a place where you're making consistent sales online, then this is exactly where you want to be. If you have been here for a while, thank you guys so much for hanging with me. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for showing me continued love and support. And I couldn't be here without you. You my day one. So I have to put my glasses on for this because I'm going to try for this video not to be too long, but I need it to be thorough, right? Because I need you to not just watch this video, but I need you to go take action. Now, if you have a digital product and you cannot figure out how to sell it without feeling salesy, because that was a thing for me, I did not want to feel like I was selling anything to anybody, right? I used to say, I am not a salesperson and I cannot sell water to a fish. So I learned how to sell without actually selling absolutely anything. So I'm going to give you a quick synopsis on how to sell without selling. The first thing is when you offer something that somebody already needs, when you have a platform that is already giving someone something that they were looking for, you don't have to sell anything because they quite literally already was looking for what it is that you have, right? And it just so happened that they stumbled across your platform at the right time, right? And that's what it takes for you to sell without selling. I don't have to sell my mobile money community. I don't have to sell any of my digital products. Why? Because if you have clicked on any of my videos, you are already looking for what it is that I have. I just make it easy for you to purchase. I make it easy for you to invest in something that you was already looking for, right? When you go out to eat to a restaurant, no one has to convince you to order your food because you're already there for food, right? So, same concept. The way that you sell without selling is by knowing what your target person wants from you and giving them exactly that. Do not start with the digital product because you don't know what your target person needs or wants from you. You're just creating based on what you want to create. Those of us that like to create, we like to create because we like to create. But that's not business. Business is giving someone something that they want, not something that you want them to have. And I know as a creator that is hard to hear because when we get an inspiration, when we get inspired, we just want to go create. But that's the fastest way for you not to make any money online. Trust me when I say the best and easiest way for you to make money online is by building a community of people that already want what it is that you have. When you think about big box businesses, what do you notice is a common denominator across all of the big box businesses? They target their target person. They speak directly to who wants what it is that they have. They're not trying to sell everything to everybody. I love Stouffer's lasagna. There's some people that don't eat lasagna. Stouffer's is not trying to convince people to get their lasagna. Stouffer's is selling to the people and marketing to the people that love lasagna already, that already wants what it is that they have, right? And so I want us to have that same mindset when it comes to business. Yes, I get that you want to create what you want to create and you want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to put your creative project out into the world, and you deserve to do that. And there will come a time where you will be able to do that. Right now is not that time, okay? Not if you want to start making money in the online space and in the digital space, and if you want to actually make money. You just can't do that right now. But there will come a time, I promise you, there will come a time where you will be able to do that, just not right now. Now, let's talk about upselling. All right. What is upselling? Upselling is essentially when your customer comes to you for one thing and they walk out with something else. Okay. Big box brands do this all the time. I want you to think about Target, Walmart, anywhere that you have walked in and your intention was to spend this amount of money because you was only going in for this thing. I'm only going in to get bread, right? I'm only going in to get eggs. But when you get in there, now you see that you need cheese, you need milk, you need all of these things. And then what do? They put a end cap where they have all of the little trinkets that they know that you're going to want, right? So you here, grab this too while you're on your way out. You walking out of the store with more than what you originally planned on walking out with is a real life example of how those big box brands have subtly upsold you, right? They upsold you. They got you to spend more money. So how do you do this exact same thing with your customers? It's a great question. I'm glad you asked. So that's the reason why it's important for you to have the right funnels and systems in place, right? Amateurs make money on the front end, pros make money on the back end. That's one of the things that I've learned from my mentor, right? So yes, you want somebody to click on your link and you want them to purchase your digital product or whatever product it is that you are offering, but you don't want them to just walk out with that one product. You want them to get something else that is going to be able to complement the product that they originally got, right? That is the beauty of starting out with a low ticket offer, right? Because if somebody comes to your platform, they've consumed your content, they've realized this person has exactly what it is that I need, right? And then they click on your link and they see, oh, this ebook or this guide or whatever it is only $25. Easy, right? Let me go ahead and grab that. And then they go through the process of grabbing it or ordering it, and then they get a message or an alert that says, oh, and by the way, because you chose to invest in this digital product, this product over here, whether it's group coaching, whatever it is, it could be something completely different, a webinar, access to an exclusive community, whatever it is, I'm going to offer you this for less than what it's usually going for because you invested in this product. That is called an upsell. Okay. And that's exactly what you want to do. In order to get the most from your average cart value, you want to be able to upsell your clients or your customers. Now, keep in mind that it's not just for the sake of getting more money, it's for the sake of giving them more of what they already need, right? So, getting the ebook might be very helpful, but what if you got the ebook and the budget tracker, right? So now you know what to do and you have the tool to implement everything that I told you to do in the ebook. So now you increase your average cart value because you offered both of those digital products. But it's the way that you offered it. You offered a low ticket item and then you came in with the offer before they checked out to upsell them on the next offer. So you may or may not know that I've used both Beacons when I first started out, and now I use StanStore. And both Beacons and StanStore has the options to be able to upsell your customers, right? So they have it embedded in the system. Now, with StanStore and Beacons, in order to upsell at checkout, you have to upgrade your plan. So you can't do it on the trial or the free version of the plan. You have to upgrade it. But let me tell you a way that you can actually upsell without increasing your plan. This is a way that you can upsell without having to pay more. Now, this is a pro tip, so make sure that you are paying attention. If you want to upsell your customers and you want to increase your average cart value, you're going to put a link in the confirmation email. So when they get a confirmation email saying, congratulations, you've gotten your digital product, yay, you're going to offer the upsell at that point. Now, Does it increase the average cart value before the person checks out? No, right? And that's the benefit of having upgraded versions of point of sale platforms like Beacons and Stand Store. But if you don't have the means to upgrade right now, you still should not be missing out on that money. So in your email sequence, your confirmation email sequence, you're going to have a link saying, because you purchased this, you get this amount off of this product, right? And so something along those lines, right? Congratulations for purchasing this. As because you did this, I'm going to give you this. And that's how you upsell, right? Because they are already in the buyer's mind frame. Now, is it best to catch them before they check out? Absolutely, because they're already getting ready to buy something, right? So you just want them to be able to add it to the cart. Since you're already about to buy something, just go ahead and add this to your cart. But if you don't have the means to be able to purchase an upgraded plan on your point of sale platform, put it in your confirmation email. You're probably thinking, can I do this? Is this for me? Let me explain something to you. The only difference between me and you, the only difference between us that are making money in the online space from our phone and you, is the fact that we are consistent. We have pushed through the discomfort of not feeling ready. We have shown up regardless of how qualified we feel. We have trusted the process. We have decided that regardless of whatever the outcome is in the short term, I'm going to keep pushing because I know that it's building momentum, right? There were days that I didn't make any sale, right? There are days when I was questioning, like, oh God, I am frustrated. What can I do to actually get a sale? I pushed through. God said, stay consistent, right? Because the goal should never be to just make a sale. It should be about serving your people, not about selling a product, right? And if you're struggling making money online, if you're struggling making money from your phone, it's because you are trying too hard to sell. Okay. Your focus is on selling, 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 and not serving. And people feel that from you. People feel whether you're just trying to make a dollar, right? When you go into Target, Walmart, or whatever store, there's nobody at the front just trying to sell you something. In fact, you go into like Costco's or BJ's or wherever it is, they're giving you samples. Here, try this for free, right? And then you make the decision based on whether you like it or you don't like it, what you want to do. That is how you make money, not just in the online space, but anywhere, right? You give people what they already want, show them that they want it if they don't realize that they want it, and then show them that they need it if they don't realize that they need it, and why they need it if they haven't already realized that they needed it, right? And then allow people to make their own purchasing decisions. Do not try to sell. Do not try to sell. Do not try to sell, because when you try to sell, that is the quickest way for you not to make a sale at all. So there really is no difference between me and you, or us that are making money online and you, other than you have to show up. You have to be consistent, and not just consistent, but you have to be able to talk to your target person, the person that is already looking for what it is that you have to offer. If you are anything like me, researching, getting online, watching all these videos on YouTube can be overwhelming, right? And it can cause you to take a break, right? It can cause you to put it all down. It can cause you to even question, like, do I really want to do this? Can I actually do this? Do you really want to do it? You absolutely do, right? Because if you did not want to do it, if your soul did not desire the life that you imagine having as a result of making this kind of money, you would not have started. You would not be doing research. You would not be still here. You would not be watching this video right now, right? So this fly, it's annoying. It's a little whatever. Whatever. You would not be watching this video right now, right? And so the fact that you are still researching, the fact that you are still looking up information, it means that your soul wants it. Not only does your soul want it, The future version of you is trying to push you to meet them where they are, right? Because right now you are in a place right now where you don't have the things that you desire having, right? And that drive, that feeling in your gut of just, I gotta figure it out. That's the future version of you in your ear. Like, we could do this. You can do this. There's nothing that we cannot do. I need you to come meet me. I need you to get to where I am. The past version of me, if I would have stayed not wanting to get in front of the camera, if I would have stayed trying to stay behind the scenes, one of the things that I used to say all the time is that being in front of the camera is not for me. I don't belong in front of the camera. If I would have stayed with that mindset, I would have never been able to make the amount of money that I've been making in the online space. Right. And so this version of me, the me now, was trying to whisper in the past versions of me ear, like, let's go. We can do this. Right. You got to keep pushing. That's the reason why I couldn't give up, because the me now, I was in her ear, like, keep going. You're going to figure it out. You just have to keep going and trusting the process. You have everything that you need, right? Can you do it? Absolutely you can. Because if you couldn't do it, then God would have never given you that vision. Right? God is the all-knowing God. He would not have given the vision to you if he did not feel that you could bring it to fruition. So, can you do it? Yes. Do you want to do it? Yes. Right? But it's a matter of having the right strategy. And so if you're not making any money online right now, or if you're seeing sale here, sale there, because you don't have no strategy, right? You're just watching all of these videos, trying to piece them together and trying to make that your strategy. That's not a strategy, right? And I understand how you feel, because at first I didn't want to pay nobody for no mentorship. I didn't want to pay nobody to tell me what I can learn on the internet. That was my thought process, right? But I promise you, and I'm not saying you ain't got to work with me. You can work with whoever you want to work with. But when you work with somebody that knows what they're doing, that has already been through what it is that you're going through, has already felt the feelings and been in the stage that you are in, and they can tell you, oh, that's where you at, do this, do this, do this, it changes the game, right? When I got my mentor changed my life, honestly. Why? Because I was able to understand things from a different perspective. I was able to make all of this make sense, right? I had to get on calls every week. Every single week, I had to get on calls and talk to my mentor and ask questions and listen to the rest of the people that's in my group on what they are going through. And I would learn from, even when they was asking questions, and my mentor would answer their questions that I didn't even know that I had. You just have to decide, like, are you going to keep trying to stick it out and do it on your own? Or are you going to get with somebody that actually knows what it is that they're doing? You have come across any of my content, I promise you, you are probably closer than you think to your first sale. You are probably closer than you think to consistent sales. Because one thing I know about me is that God don't play about me, right? And he only aligns me with people that are similar to me and that want to achieve the things that I have achieved. And so that simply means that God does not play about you. And so for you to have come across this video, it is not by accident and not by coincidence. I don't even believe in accidents and coincidences, right? So you are here for a reason and for a purpose. So that is it for me, you guys. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you have, make sure that you like this video, comment down below what was your biggest takeaway. I want you to know that there is nothing that I have accomplished in this online space that you cannot accomplish, right? And the reason why you are even under the sound of my voice right now, the only reason why you are watching this video is because that prayer that you have been praying, that sign that you have been asking for, this is it. You can absolutely do this, okay? There is nothing that we have that you don't have. You just got to get started. You got to get out your own way. You got to stop being afraid. You got to stop researching. You have to actually start, right? One thing I learned about success is that success loves speed and that action takers are money makers. If I would not have taken action just less than a year ago, I would not have already been in this and made the amount of money that I've made and been in the space and had the opportunities that I have had just in this short space of time. So I believe in you, and I want you to know that this is absolutely possible for you. All of the resources that I have used to get started, that my mentees use, and that they are using to get to their first sale, to get to consistent sales, to actually get started, is at the link in my description box below. Feel free to browse, feel free to choose whatever it is that works best for you. And if I don't see you in the community, I will most certainly see you on the next video. I meet with my community every first and fourth Thursday of the month. We used to meet every Thursday, and then I felt like, okay, well, maybe that was too much. And then I moved it to one Thursday a month. And then my community member said, no, we need to get closer to the every week thing. So I now meet with you guys every first and fourth. And if we need to increase it, then by all means, y'all let me know if we need to increase it. But I love you guys so much, and I want you guys to succeed, and I want you to know that I'm here to support you every step of the way. I'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.